So this is not going to end well. Oh no. I'm scared to take off the tape, but I mean, let me know how it looks in the comments below. So as you can see, it looks like I'm going to like a beach party, but I just wanted to have some nice vibes, even though it's like raining outside, so I'm definitely not going to do that. But yeah, anyways, my food got, as you saw, a shit ton of beans and 2 bread slices. Why am I eating a lot of beans? Well, I think actually most people can relate to this, but at least for me, when I find some food that I enjoy, that I like, and is decently healthy, I eat it a crap ton. So I've done it with oatmeal, eating that every day. I've done it with French toast, eating that every day, and now I'm on to the baked beans addiction. So yeah, I'm going to eat this pretty much every day. But what we're doing in today's video is that I'm going to take you through my complete upper body workout. This is phase 1 of my program, which is my hypertrophy phase. So the exercise selection will be slightly more focused and rep ranges around building muscle. But yeah, anyways, we'll get to that after. Yeah, I'm going to eat this, probably going to play some Skate 3 nostalgia vibes, and after that I'm also going to be tasting a new pre-workout that I haven't tasted before, because yeah, I just love tasting stuff that I haven't. I think pretty much everyone loves that, because no one likes eating and tasting the same stuff over and over again. Am I wrong? Unless it's oatmeal, of course, or baked beans, or French toast. This is truly a nostalgic game, but now we're going to taste the pre-workout I haven't tasted before. It's this flavor, pineapple and grapefruit. It sounds pretty delicious. So now we're going to do the pineapple and grapefruit review. I'm going to smell this shit. And this is like the first time I remember that I shouldn't sniff a powder when I first open it, because it's going to go all in my nose and I'm just going to cough all over the place. So yeah, I'm still going to smell it. I kind of feel the pineapple, but instead of speculating, why not just taste it? So here we got a scoop, which is about 14 grams, and also the recommended dose, or at least 1 serving. I hope this turns yellow. That will just be like a plus for me. That's not yellow, my friend, but to be fair, it's not only pineapple, it's grapefruit as well, so I will let it pass this time. I have a feeling this can be my all-time favorite pre-workout, so kind of have big hopes. Cheers, mate. Oh, the shit was sour, man. I think I need more water. That shit's sour as hell. From like 6 out of 10, it was aight. It smelled a lot better. Kinda disappointed. I mean, yeah, the pre-workout isn't that bad, to be fair. Yeah, it's a 7 out of 10. Honest rating, 7 out of 10. But I just want to say something before we go workout and before we talk about the actual workout, because I'm going to explain that and go further in depth about it in a few minutes. But before that, I just wanted to say something that I recently posted on my story on Instagram. And it's basically that if you care about self-improvement, if you care about not giving a fuck about what other people think of you, which you should always strive to not care about other people's opinion, especially if you don't value them as a person, because it's just going to hold you back from reaching your goals in the first place. The only true way to not give a fuck about what anybody think of you is to realize that you actually do. I'm not about talking shit and being negative, but yeah, I see a lot of people talking about they're not giving a fuck and they're flexing or bragging about it constantly, which just shows that they actually do. They just try to seem cool and seem like they actually not give a fuck when they actually do give a fuck. That's kind of a mind fuck. But yeah, everyone who brags about it, they do give a fuck. They just want people to like think that they don't. But me, I can honestly say that I do give a fuck about what other people think to a certain extent. And that means that because I can actually see it myself and I'm not stubborn enough to actually admit it to myself, that means that, yeah, I don't care as much as the people who say that they don't care, but they're too stubborn to see that they actually care. This is probably confusing AF, the pre-workout is getting to my brain, but got a message. My point is that the only way to truly not give a fuck is that you have to realize that you give a fuck in the first place. Because if you're too stubborn to not even see that you do give a fuck, if you're just pretending that you don't, you're never actually going to improve. So it's super important that you're critical towards yourself and actually admit to yourself that you do give a fuck, because you can't fix something if you can't even be aware of it. It's super important, and I was pretty stubborn in the past, so it was pretty hard for me, and I'm trying not to be stubborn because, yeah, I low-key hate the word stubborn and being stubborn and stuff, but I think I've improved a lot, and I'm trying to as well, because, yeah, I can admit that I do give a fuck, and that's why I don't give a fuck as much as people who say that they don't give a fuck. I think that's a cue for starting the workout, because what the fuck am I saying? But I hope you get my point. Let's get to the workout. Yes, mate, you're going to see the complete upper body workout up on screen right now. The first exercise we're starting off with is the low incline dumbbell press. Definitely one of my favorite exercises of all time, especially for the chest. It's amazing. I was a bit stronger previously, like 8 months ago, on this exercise compared to now, which kind of sucks. I remember I did either 36 or 38 kilos pretty easily for like a set of 8 or 10 reps, but now I'm on 30 kilos just because the gym has been closed for a few months. And last week, the first week of this program, I did 28 kilos, so yeah, moving up pretty fast, but that is expected since I've already had that strength and I haven't lost a ton of muscle. It's mostly just my form, which is going to increase over time just because I'm doing it a lot more frequently compared to when I wasn't doing it at all when the gym was closed. And as I mentioned in my previous video, this first phase is a hypertrophy phase, so I'm not doing any barbell bench press. I'm not saying that it's a bad exercise for the chest, not at all, but there's just a certain benefits with this exercise. It has a bit of a better stimulus to fatigue ratio, which is basically what you're looking for when you're wanting to maximize building muscle. Because yeah, the exercises might train your muscles the same way, but one is going to fatigue your body more, so you're going to have to do less in order to recover. So by doing exercises with a good stimulus to fatigue ratio, you're able to do more total work and recover from it. So yeah, that's a key to a good bodybuilding program. But now we're moving over to the rows, and my form isn't the best, and that's simply because I'm recovering from my hamstring injury. So I can't really stretch my hamstring all the way down, so I'm just like being in a pretty much a Yate row, if you know what that is. That's basically just a barbell row, but with your back slightly more angled upwards. So it hits still your back, but it focuses more on the teres major, teres minor, traps, and basically just the upper back. Moving over to a push exercise again. Seated dumbbell shoulder press. This is a great shoulder exercise, one of my favorites for the shoulders, especially since we sit, so it's a bit less fatiguing on the body as a whole. You get to focus more on your actual shoulders. This is pretty taxing to do after dumbbell low incline chest press. And if you're wondering why I prefer the low incline chest press compared to the incline, is because it kind of trains the chest in a more evenly way. Because yeah, an incline angle, yeah, it hits your upper chest a bit more, and in my opinion that's overrated, because a lot of people trying to focus on their upper chest when their lower and middle chest isn't even developed at all. So yeah, just trying to train it very evenly, and plus the more incline, the more shoulders. And as you might know, the anterior deltoids, the front head of the shoulders, is very overtrained in bodybuilding. So trying to stay away from that, trying to focus on my chest. And then the last pulling exercise for this workout, which is going to train the back and focus a bit more on the lats, just because for our elbow positioning, is going to be the unilateral cable row. Most people struggle to feel it in their back and especially their lats when rowing. This one is definitely going to help you out, and as you can see, I'm twisting my body, not only to get a better stretch on the lats, but also to get a better contraction when I'm doing it the opposite way. So yeah, just try this exercise, you're going to feel it in your back super much is going to establish a better mind-muscle connection, and as well train your back, because yeah, that's what we want. Then we are moving over to the last chest exercise, which is the pec deck. It's a really great exercise. I prefer it over cable flies, especially normal cable flies, just because it's constant tension on the full range of motion compared to flies when there's a lot of tension at the bottom and almost none at the top, or at least it's very unmatched here. The tension is very matched, meaning that you can fatigue your muscle properly. Pretty good exercise, pretty underrated as well. This is not my main work for the chest though, mostly focusing on pressing, just because yeah, compounds is the way to go, baby. Now we just got a few exercises for the minor muscle groups. Now we're starting off with a bicep exercise, the incline dumbbell curl. My favorite exercise for the biceps of all time, I would say. Pretty great, allows you to get a better stretch on the bicep. Not only that, but it also allows you to not cheat, because when you're sitting in an incline position, you can't just like swing your back. That's not how the gravity works, and you can't use your back. I mean, obviously you can use your shoulders, but we're trying not to do that. And I'm doing it pretty well, so yeah, I like this exercise. You should try it out as well. Super great. So I'm not sure if this is my favorite tricep exercise, probably not, but it's at least top 3. It's amazing, the incline easy bar tricep extension. As you can see, my tricep is working here, not using any momentum, and the reason why I'm not having my elbows straight up in a perpendicular, I fucked that word up, but yeah, you know what I mean. The reason that why I'm not having my arms straight up is simply because when you're having them further behind your body, it allows for a greater tricep stretch, essentially. So yeah, just focusing on my long head regards to the tricep there. And moving on to the last exercise, we're almost done, is the reversed pec deck. An amazing exercise for the rear delt. Man, like the pec deck machine is just amazing. Good for chest, good for rear delts. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, I haven't done this that much in the past. I mostly stick to face pulls and somewhat of like a laying reverse dumbbell fly for the rear delts in the past. But yeah, this is great as well, and I'm just changing the exercises up in each phase. So yeah, and now we are pretty much done with today's workout. Gonna throw in a few seconds of me flexing just because I'm insecure and I want you to see my body when it's pumped. JK, kinda not, but I am kinda though, so. But yeah, here's my body. That sounds so weird. Okay, I'm just not going to say anything. I think I will showcase you my body. Okay, I'll just shut up. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been in a quite happy mood lately, and it's because of all the support I've been getting, so I appreciate the fuck out of you. Or not even if you haven't commented. I don't want to make it seem like you have to comment to support, but yeah, I appreciate all of you anyways. But yeah, like the video if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, dislike it and tell me what I can improve on in the comment section below. My name is Magnus Bulkan. I love beans. At least I got enough baked beans for a while. Anyways, peace.